Hi. So today I have been working on books. I've been kind of itching to get to this bit of the actual book. This book. It's quite a longer section in the book than I expected it to be, but I would really recommend reading all of it to the end, however eager you are to start getting rid of books. I've taken some footage of the before, when I'd taken all the books off the shelves and put them in piles on the floor, and I checked around the house and checked for other books to add to that. I felt every book as I took it off. I watched a video on YouTube with Marie Kondo doing this actual exercise with someone, and she touched the top of all the piles of the books to kind of bring them to life, which I really like the idea of. So I sort of did that, gave them a bit of air. But already, because my head is now in a whole other kind of gear, I could already see things that I wanted to, I was happy to get rid of, didn't need anymore, wasn't going to read again, had never read but really wasn't inspired to read. And I think I managed to get my pile down to about 30 books, if that, which feels amazing. And actually it's lovely to see the books that I love and I enjoy and I reread, and it's very clear to me why they spark joy, as she says. So I thought it would be quite a difficult exercise because she'd said it can be really tough for some people, but what I did do as part of doing the books is I actually included all my music books, so all my manuscript papers, all my song books. Basically, I'm a singer-songwriter, but I trained as a singer for many years, so I had this huge back catalogue of music that I'd performed in lots of concerts, and in the past I found it really hard to let go of this. So I worked through the books pretty quickly, and then the music took me longer, not because it was harder, but because there was more of it. I had sort of ring bind folders about, this big, full of music, so there was a lot to sort through, but I have given a lot to recycling, and also there are a lot of really good songbooks, piano books, that I'm going to donate now to charity, so someone else can get some joy out of them, because I'm not anymore, and they've kind of served their purpose. So it feels really good to have done the music. That was one thing I was sort of really worrying about, and now I've tackled that, I'm thinking paperwork is going to be easier than I thought it would be. Paperwork's the next step, so whether I start that today, it's 6 o'clock now in the evening, even though it's really light, because it's summertime. Whether I'll start on that, I don't know. I'm going to read the section. It's still quite draining doing the work. I must have spent 3 or 4 hours going through the books. But I'll show you some footage of before and after so you can see the difference. And I guess the only thing that I'm querying a bit at the moment is with the clothes that I've sorted. I can't see how I can, at the moment, until I can't see where I can fit my summer clothes, my spring and summer clothes and winter clothes all into the same wardrobe and chest of drawers. Now, she says that this is often, people query this, and she said to buy another chest of drawers, well, it's quite expensive, and also we just don't have the space. We have a really small flat, and I don't really want to buy furniture for the sake of buying furniture. So I have got some other cupboards that have closed doors on them, which at the moment have my cosmetics and my shoes and purses and stuff, which I've already sorted, but I'm thinking once I go through the other items, they'll probably fall into miscellaneous, lots of makeup and toiletries and things like that. I'm thinking, I can already see in my mind the things I'm going to get rid of, so maybe then I could move some of the clothes into that cupboard. So I think because it's such a huge operation you're going through, of basically decluttering your whole home. And if you own a home, if you live in a home, you will realise how much stuff you often have that fills it. So I'm not sure if I'm going to have my wardrobe looking as lovely as I'd like it to, with everything in it just yet. I think that might take time until room frees up in other parts of the house. I mean, like now, for example, with my bookshelf, if I rearrange the books, I haven't done that. I haven't dusted it. I haven't cleaned it. I haven't done any of that. I'm just too tired to do it now. I think I'll discover that out of 6 of the shelves, I'm only using up 3 now. So maybe that's sort of how it's going, how everything is going to slightly reshuffle and find a new home. Now I'll be able to move other things into there. Maybe once I've gone through like DVDs and stuff like that. I was keeping them in the lounge under the table, but maybe they'll go in there now because I can already think of DVDs I'm not going to keep. So this is a great thing. Your mind starts, you're opening cupboards to get out mugs and plates, and you're thinking, I'm not going to keep that. I know already I've let go of that in my mind. So it does slightly make me kind of, I'm itching to get around the rest of the house, but I'm trying really hard to stick to her rules, and that is to work through each category. Because I can see how easily it would be to not properly give every category your undivided attention, and really make sure you have that thorough clear out in one full go. So it's Thursday now. Tomorrow maybe I'll do paperwork. There's going to be a lot of that. I'll be interested to see, I mean, the whole sparking joy thing versus, well, these are financial documents that I need to keep. But actually, I'm thinking it's probably a lot I can get rid of. So I'm really looking forward to that, because it's my least favourite thing, paperwork. So much so I just have piles of it because I don't want to deal with it. So I'm looking forward to tackling that. So anyway, next up I'll be putting up the footage from the before and the after. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you've got any questions, or if you can share any advice with me, that would be great. I hope you found this useful, and until next time, bye.
So as you can see, I have followed Marie Kondo's advice and taken all my books off the bookshelves we have around the house and put them into piles on the floor. As you can tell, this room is kind of a dumping site, has been. It's the one place in the house that I've never been able to kind of get a control of, and I think that's predominantly because it ties up as a music room, my study, and my dressing room, and basically anywhere else we can dump things. So these are all my books, so I'm going to start working through it. I thought I would have more, but I realised actually that I got rid of a lot about 6 months ago. So that's going to help. And also, actually, it's my fiance who is the massive book hoarder. But just to give you an idea already, if you can see, I'm nearly 3 stories high of bags. And that's clothes, guys. Clothes and shoes and handbags from the clothes section that I've worked my way through. So I will show you the before and the after. Okay, so kind of excited. I just looked back at my previous video and I have got rid of a lot of stuff. I'll just show you. So I actually had the piles out in front of these white boxes, but I've got rid of a lot. And I've just got 3 piles of books. They're not even that deep really, if I move this. So maybe I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, maybe 20, 30 books, which is great. And then you can see the proof over here are all the books I've got rid of. The thing that I found hard, or I thought would be really hard actually, was getting rid of manuscript music. I decided, because I haven't seen anything in the book yet that tells you anything about getting rid of music, like physical music, not CDs, but actual manuscript music. So, I have loads of music books like this, and I had piles and piles and piles of music from all my years of studying it, and university and professional gigs and stuff. And I always found it really hard getting rid of that, and in fact I don't think I ever got rid of anything. So that's been really good. And then I've got a little pile over here 2 or 3 of these are going with me to work because they're actually workbooks, and I don't think I should have them at home. I don't want to be thinking about work when I'm at home. And then a few, my mum wanted she always said, if you have another copy of Pygmalion, can I have it? So I'm going to give that to her. These are 2 workbooks. Eat That Frog, I'd really recommend it. It's great for time management. And the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. I can't say I've really used that a great deal, so it was a workbook, so I'm taking it back. My mum lent this to me. I never read it. I know it's supposed to be amazing, but if I'm going to, then I will one day. Bridget Jones's Diary. I read this when I was in Goa last year. Hilarious. So I'm going to give that to a friend because I think she'll enjoy that. And then these 2 books here, highly recommend them. Anna Lipska, great local novel to where I live in East London. Loved these. I'm going to tweet her after this to check whether her 3rd book has come out yet. I read these. I went to her, I went to the 2nd book, which I think was this one. Yeah, I went to that. I went to the book opening night for that. Bought both these books, and yeah, and they're signed as well, which is, I know it's a shame, but I'm going to give them to my mum to read and see if she really likes them. So maybe they'll come back to me and I'll read them again, but I know my mum really enjoyed them, and hopefully I can get the 3rd one. So I wanted to show you, before the lights go, actual proof. This whole bookcase, okay, so those 2 shelves, they're all my fiance's books. Those are now mine. And the ones at the bottom, if you can even see them, those are all my fiance's as well. So now, actually, this shelf here, there are a couple of photo albums. I'll be going through those at a later stage. All of these those 2 are full of my music writing. I write songs, so there are songbooks in there. That's got choral classical music, carols and stuff, and that one's got popular musical theatre and jazz in it, and that one's got a mixture. I couldn't fit into the 2 of those. And then down here, these are literally the books that I chose to keep. I can't believe it, like, out of all the books I've read, that I would have chose to keep those, but as she says, you know, these are ones that I pick up again and again. They give me joy. There's even a few that I think maybe in the next few months I might, you know, say goodbye to. And then the only other pile I've got is this pile down here, which I always have in the living room, which always make me happy. They're the 50 photo icons, Vogue, and that's got all the covers. There's Coming Up Roses by Cat Kidston, which I love. It's got beautiful pictures in. It makes me feel inspired. And then this is a photo book, actually, that I made for me and my fiance, and it's got loads of memories in there, and I love that. And then there's an Audrey Hepburn book which I got, which actually I'm not going to keep all of it. I've decided, I think I got this for like £1 or £2 at the pound shop. And what I'm actually going to do is take some of my favourite pictures out of it and frame them, and then I'm going to put them on the wall, and then I'm going to get rid of the rest. So, and there's my pile to give to friends and family and stuff like that. So that is it. That is all I own as far as books. Kind of amazing, really. So I just moved things because I actually couldn't move around in this room, and I am going to need to go to the charity shop and get rid of stuff, but this is everything I've already got rid of. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 black bin liners and 7 other bags of shopping bags full of books, all this stuff, none of which I've had a second thought about. I couldn't even tell you what were in the bags. So pretty successful so far.
So anyway, I hope the before and the after had a positive impact on you. I was just watching the footage back again now, and it's kind of amazing how much stuff I've managed to get rid of. So guys, do go out and get the book, give it a go. Trust me, I'm not one of these people that follows lots of fad things or gets into new diet fads or new exercise fads or whatever. Like, I'm quite a cynical person when it comes to stuff like that, but this book really makes sense, and I can't tell you how de-stressed I feel as well from the whole process. It's very therapeutic. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and please get in touch because I'd love to see your videos too. Until then, please like and subscribe. Bye.